Hello, first grade. Welcome back to PE. Hopefully you enjoyed your Thanksgiving break. What do you need? Well, you should have gotten a plastic bag, sandwich bag with 2 balloons in them, just like these, all different colors. So what do you need to do? First, you need to take one balloon and you need to pump it up, blow it up to make a big balloon. So you need your balloon. Simple. What else do you need? You need a couple objects. You need one flat object. I'm going to use a paper plate. And you also need one round object. I'm going to use a water bottle. There you go. And lastly, you need a piece of paper on the ground. Now, the paper doesn't have to be on the ground yet, but you will need a piece of paper to put on the ground because we're going to stand on that while we're doing our activity. So one more time, you need one of your balloons blown up. You need a round object. I'm going to use a water bottle, and a flat object. I'm using a paper plate. You don't have a paper plate? I know you had a flat book in there. I know you had a homework take-home folder. You can use one of those. Chromebook holder. There you go. There's a lot of things you could be using, so just find one of those things. I'm going to push pause so you can get all your stuff. Make sure you get it all, and when you're ready, come back and push resume. All right, guys, hopefully you're ready to go. So what is it going to look like today? We're doing a lot of different activities with the balloon, using our left hand, our right hand, our head, elbows, knees, feet, and objects that we have to get. So how are we going to be doing it? We're using our Tabata training. What does that mean? 30 seconds for an activity, 10-second break. So if you want a water bottle, feel free to get one. We're not going to use our objects till we have our first big break. So you guys, what do you need? You just need a balloon right now. You need to have some space ready to go. So I'm going to start this up. We're going to start with throwing it up and catching it. So 2, 1. So we just throw it up and catch, just like that. Just get a feeling for the balloon right now. A lot of us have played with balloons before, but we've always just kind of smacked them up in the air or maybe jumped on them for fun to have a pop. Just see how it moves. Maybe throw it up and try to twirl it around and watch how the tail of it, little holder there, air hole there, moves around and lets it just transition. Eyes on the balloon all day. Keep your eyes on the balloon. 1. First break time. What are you going to do now? You're just going to use one hand. So take one hand, put it on your rack, other hand. You're just going to be hitting it up in the air. Nice and soft. Just like that. And let's go. So when you're doing it nice and soft right here, you can always just kind of hit it up and let it fall down to you. Or you can try to keep it low and try to get as many hits as you can. Both work just fine. Most importantly, keep your eye on the balloon. Notice how if I hit it on the tail part right here, it kind of rotates. So you want to get that flat part of it and rest. So with flat part, I'm talking about this area right here. The big curve area, not really flat, but a big open space. If you're going to hit the tail, that rotates all over the place. So right hand, just hit it up in the air now. Not hit it too hard. You hit it too hard, it's going to hit off the ceiling and shoot down as fast as possible. Then we can't get it up. So keep everything nice and soft. You're doing great. 6 seconds. Now we're going back and forth just like this. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Try not to have it hit your body because that's not your hand. So left hand, right hand, let's get started. If you want to try to make it harder, try to keep it low and keep it right in front of you. You want to make it a little easier, just left hand up in the air, right hand up in the air. That's not too bad. If you can move around your house, do that. If not, standing still works just fine as well. What's next? Our head. Take that hat, turn it around. Just your head. Just your head. 1. Let's have some fun. Throw it up and just your head. Now remember, if it's going, move with it. But if I'm way over here, I'm going to just step back and reset everything. Reset it all. 10 more seconds. Rest. What's next? We have our elbows. Our elbows. So it's right, left, right, just like that. 1. Let's go, first grade. Let's see what kind of skill level we got. And if it's way over there and I can't get to it or I'm running out of room, pick it up and just reset. So what we're doing here is something called striking. We're striking the balloon. And the strike is a hit under control. I'm striking this balloon, but I'm doing it under control. Now, we're going to be using our knees. So it looks like this. Under control. Striking is a hit under control. Let's keep striking with our knees. How's this one treating you guys? I'm liking it. It's interesting. Uh-oh. Ran out of space. Reset. 1. Go. Top of the foot. So you have 2 options with top of the foot. You can use the top of your foot and hit it up and catch it. Or you can hit it up and see how many times you can hit it up in the air with your foot. So hit it up and catch it with your left foot. Whatever foot. We're going to do both feet. Or how many times can you keep it up in the air with just your foot? Your choice. Under control, though. Remember that strike is a hit that's under control. Oh. 2, 1. What now? You the other foot. Same rules apply. You can hit it up in the air and catch it, or you can hit it up as many times as possible. So let's get going. This is a great activity to do if you want to be one of those cool soccer players like Mr. Briggs. Keeping this balloon up and under control, curling those toes up when you hit it back up in the air, helps the ball or balloon fly right back up to you. And go ahead and stop. Now it's right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. So right, left, right, left. Just like that. After this one, we have a big break, and then we'll get our objects out. This is our last one before we have about a 30, 40-second break here. Woo. Seven more seconds, and we got our break time. Rest. Big rest time right now. So what do you need? First off, take your paper, place it on the ground. That paper is going to stay on the ground, and you have to, at all times now, have 1 foot on this paper. No running around the house to get your balloon. You got to try to keep 1 foot. If your balloon goes away, that's fine. Go get it, come back, and keep 1 foot on the paper. We're going to start off with our flat object. So you're going to need a flat object and your balloon and your paper on the ground. So we're going to start with our right hand or left hand, whatever you want. Right hand has the object, and we're just going to be hitting it up in the air, nice and low, just like that. We start this in 5 seconds. But remember, 1 foot on the paper, 1 foot. So you can move all around like this, but I can't come way over here. So let's get going. 1 foot on the paper and hit it up in the air. Remember that strike, we're under control right now. Everything's under control. We're not trying to hit it as hard as possible, because if we do, it smacks off our ceiling and it goes all over the place. So under control. Four seconds. And stop. Take the object, put it in your other hand, put your other foot on the paper, and we start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice and under control. Look where my paper is. My flat object is down by my hips. So I can always watch that balloon, that ball fall right in front of me. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. This time, right hand, left hand, but you have to switch your flat object. So left hand hits it, right hand hits it. Left hand hits it, right hand hits it. Just like that. Foot on the paper. Then we'll go to our round object. Go. Always move that flat object. Keep your eye on the balloon at all times. Two, one, and stop. Take that flat object, put it down, get your round object, foot still on the paper, round object has to hit it up in the air now. 2, 1, let's go. Why are we doing a round object? Because you're always going to be moving around. You're always going to be hitting things with different objects. Sometimes we're going to hit a volleyball underhanded as a strike or overhand as a strike. Sometimes we're going to hit a ball with a bat, that's round, or maybe a racket, a tennis racket. So there's a lot of different ways to see a ball, an object, bounce off another object. 1. Now we switch, put the balloon or the round object in your other hand, get your other foot on the piece of paper like I am, and we started 3, 2, 1. Let's keep going. I gotta say the round one's a little different because when this balloon falls down, it always seems to fall right on that little tail where you put your mouth to blow it up. I like to call it the tail. So it makes the balloon rotate all over the place a little bit more. Got 10 more seconds. Hopefully you guys got this under control. A nice strike to keep that balloon under control. Now we stop. Now we have our foot on the paper. We have to take the object and move it from hand to hand. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. 2, 1. Let's go. Whoa. Under control. Watch that balloon. Ten more seconds, it looks like, right now. Now, stop. Now, what do you do? Which one do you want to practice with one more time? I'm going to practice with the water bottle. You can use water bottle any way you want. So you can use right hand or left hand or back and forth, but your foot must stay on that paper. Our next round, we are going to count our scores. How high can we get with one of our objects before it hits the ground? If it hits the ground, you go back to 0. We want to see the highest score before you have to move to get your balloon because you left your paper or your balloon hits the ground. 2, 1. So take your breath. Get ready. 1 foot on the paper. Count your score this time because we're going to have it on our exit slip. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I got 64. 64. Yeah. So what's next, first grade? You just keep that balloon. I gave you 2 balloons because 1 balloon this week, 1 balloon next week. Save that other balloon for next week. Maybe this balloon will save. What's next, though? You have the exit slip. Make sure you fill out the exit slip to tell me your score so I can throw some dojo points your way. And also, we have our health video on potassium. Bananas have a ton of potassium, but we're going to learn more about potassium. So potassium health video, fill out your exit slip. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.